Hey YouTube, it's your girl Chic from Chic Speaks. I am coming to you this beautiful Sunday morning with a 20-minute Tabata workout. It's a HIIT workout, but it's a fast-paced HIIT workout. So it's a Tabata workout. It's not much time in between each exercise, but it's a great workout if you want to burn that fat, belly fat, leg fat, back fat. This is a total body workout. So if you're interested in losing weight, burning fat, child, just getting snatched, this is the video for you. So go ahead, join me if you can. Be a part of the replay gang if you have to. But you definitely want to get this workout in if you are ready to start seeing results. So let's get it. Come on in. Please like, share, and subscribe. Good morning. Good morning. Please like, share, and subscribe. Good morning. Come on in. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're doing a 20-minute Tabata workout this morning. Join in if you can. We're moving. Squeeze that core. No weights needed for this workout. You do not always have to have weights. You can use your body weight and it can be just as effective. Less strain on the body when you use your body weight. So do what you can. Use what you have. It's about getting it done, right? Woo. Walk it out. We're doing these exercises for 20 seconds, and we have a 10-second rest in between. This is a Tabata workout. It's a high-intense workout with little rest time in between each exercise. It's more like probably 8 seconds in between each workout. But it can be 8 to 10 seconds in between each workout, but you're quickly transitioning between the exercises. You're keeping the heart rate up. If you are not familiar with the Tabata workout, you can certainly Google it. It's another HIIT workout, high intensity training workout. Very great. Helps to lose weight as well as tone the body. So this is what I do. I use weights sometimes. It's been a little minute since I worked out with weights. I usually 90% or 99 probably percent of the time, I just work out with my body weight. So my body that you see today, it's the result of just me working out with my body weight. No equipment, no gym. This is what we call in the South, homegrown. My body is homegrown. No equipment, no gym. This is just at home, doing exercises like this. Or if I'm not doing this, I'm outside, walking, minimum three miles plus. I like to walk. So if I am walking, it's usually a minimum of 3 miles if I'm going out to intentionally walk. I like to walk 3-4 miles. I like to walk. It's a great way to exercise if that's all you can do. Walking is a total body workout. I've lost weight. During the pandemic, I lost like 20 pounds just from walking. So you can't just lose weight with just walking. You can lose weight with walking or exercising like this. I feel like these types of exercises help with toning. So it's kind of helped me tone my body. But walking can actually get you the results too if you're trying to lose weight. So if you want to drop pounds, you can walk and you can do these exercises as well. But if you want to tone and, you know, have it look really tight, these exercises will help you get just that. This is just a 20-minute exercise. I have videos where I work out for 15 minutes or 30 minutes, like different time limits. I want to show you that whatever time you have, you can get an impactful workout in. Break time. Have you liked the video? Like, share, and subscribe. Welcome. So you can get it in. I have videos to show you how to based on whatever time you're working with. Sometimes we don't have a lot of time, and that's okay. But just get it in, right? We just want to get it in. We just want to get it in, so I just show you how to get it in. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. These exercises are simple enough, right? I'm not doing anything too deep. I'm just moving. I'm moving my body. That's what I want you to do. Be a part of the replay gang if you need to. Check out some of my other workout videos and get it in. I have different types of workouts. So find something that you like that's conducive for you and your situation. Some of you may have physical limitations. So find something that works for you. I just want to motivate you and encourage you to move. That's the only way we get the results that we desire. We have to be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it is what I like to say. So let's go. Happy Sunday. Like, share, and subscribe. This is a total body workout. As you can see, I am working all body parts as I move. This is how you do it. If you want to know how to do it, this is how you do it. This is how I maintain my body as a 40-plus-year-old woman. If you're new to my channel, I am Chic. I am 43. I will be 44 next month. Mother of 3. Married of 20 years also next month. So I live a busy life as well. But this is what I find time for in the midst of all the craziness that takes place in my life too. So I come out here to be a motivator. So those of you who want to change something about your physical body, I want to show you how to do it. This is how you can do it. Drop me a comment. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll talk with you more in depth when I conclude this workout, because that's what I do over here. Hence, Chic Speaks. I talk to you, I motivate you, and I tell you what it is that I do to maintain my body, to take care of myself. And it's not a lot. It's mainly the consistency, you all. How many of you lack consistency? Child, I know what that's like too. As a content creator, it basically motivates me to be consistent because I create content. I create fitness content. So I have to be consistent to create the content, right? To put it out there. So that helps me with my consistency as far as with these workouts. But outside of this, like I said, my favorite exercise of choice is walking. Sometimes I'll take you along with me when I walk. Usually when I'm talking about content that I review in the evening times, or lately, sometimes even in the morning. I do other, things on this channel other than fitness. I review content. So I'll walk and talk about the content that I'm reviewing. So if you're interested in that, definitely check me out. I review the popular YouTube channel, Queen of Kings. It gets crazy, so get ready. But I review that content. So join me if you're interested in reviewing that content with us. But when I'm not doing that, I'm doing this on this channel. And I have a backup channel. Chic Speaks on it if you want to follow me over there, where I do reaction reviews as well. But it's just a broader range of content that I do on that channel. It's a new channel that I just started up. That Chic Speaks on it. You can find that in the community, my community page on this channel. You can hit the link and follow me on that channel as well. This is a great workout. I strongly encourage you to do it if you're interested in losing weight. Just try it. Do what you can. Modify some of the exercises if you need to. As long as you can basically you want to keep moving. That's really the moral of the story. Keep moving. You'll get better. The more you do the exercises, you'll get better. You'll get better. Just keep doing them. Squeeze the core in. Engage the core if you really want to focus on tightening that midsection. Squeeze the glutes. Whew. Have you hit the like button? Please like, share, and subscribe. Working these arms and the legs simultaneously. You want nice arms. Child, this is just these workouts. I haven't used dumbbells in a minute. I have them. I have 9-pound dumbbells, but I haven't been using them. It's been a while since I used them. So I've just been using my body weight. So if you have them, you can certainly use them. But my body is just the result of me using my body weight. This is just all from my body weight. It's all body weight. All 130-pound body weight. Child, this is a good workout. I'm sweating. It's a good one. I said, what am I going to do today? You're going to do a Tabata hit. Like, oh, really? Really, Lord? That's what we doing today? Okay. Okay, that was the message. Tabata workout, 20 minutes. I don't like to do long workouts because I don't feel like they're necessary. To me, I feel like a good 30 minutes, 40 minutes tops can get the job done. So that's what I come out here. That's what I usually come on here to show you. Just a quick workout you can do if you don't have a full complete hour to work with. I show you what you can do with the time that you do have. Whew. Time to slow it down. You want to always make sure you stretch it out after you conclude a workout. You really want to warm up before you start working out. And you want to kind of slow it down and stretch when you conclude your workout. It helps with the muscles so they don't tighten and you won't be all sore. Walking it out. Thank you for the hearts. Please like, share, and subscribe. I am a smaller content creator, just trying to grow in this space. And that I have. I've been growing in this space quite well. So help me meet my next goal of 5,000 subscribers. We're just in arm's reach of 2,000. And I thank you. I thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and just watching the content. It helps me a lot. I say if you show up, I show up. As long as you all continue to show up, I will continue to show up. That's the promise I've made. And that's what I plan to commit to, showing up for you all. I hear you loud and clear in the comments. This channel gets a lot of comments. So keep them coming. I like to read the comments. I'll read the comments you have in this live in a moment. I'll answer any questions you may have. Let me know if you have any questions about anything you've seen, just questions in general pertaining to your fitness, whatever you got going on, child. Let me know. Drop your questions. I'll do the best I can with answering them or directing you to a place where you can get answers. This has been my life for nearing 20 years now. My oldest son is 19, and I got my first gym membership when I was maybe like 5 months pregnant because I had baby weight, lingering baby weight. It didn't go away. It was only like 15 pounds, but going into the pregnancy, I was like 130 pounds. So this size you see me now, this is my pre-baby, pre-pregnancy of 3 body. So it's always my intent to just get back to where I started from after I have my baby. So that was my first baby. Never been in the gym before a day in my life. And I had still lingering weight, like 15 pounds. I had once heard someone say, when you're pregnant, anything over 30 pounds, it ain't the baby child, it's you. And I feel like that was true for me because I dropped all the weight except for like 15 pounds. I had gained like 45 pounds. So I'm like, wow, that makes sense. That makes sense. So I joined the gym, lost that weight, and I just stayed in the gym because my mindset was, okay, if I continue to work out and then, I knew I was going to have more children, I would already, I was just continuing to stay fit and the weight would be able to come off, easier. So that's what I did. So I stayed in the gym. 3 years, like my second son is like 3 years behind him. I worked out while I was pregnant with that baby. Gained like 30 pounds. Remember I told y'all somebody had told me anything more than 30 pounds, it ain't the baby, it's you. So my next 2 pregnancies, that's all I gained was like the 30. I think second pregnancy, 30 pounds. Third pregnancy, maybe 31 pounds. So when I dropped my load, child, baby, the snapback was real. I just got back to the 130. And within this, by the time I was going back to work in like a 6-week time. But the thing I did with the 2 pregnancies that I didn't do with the first one is I worked out. I worked out the entire time I was pregnant with my babies 2 and 3, because by that point I was working for a company and we had gyms. So in my breaks, lunch, like I would just work out while I was at work, which worked out great because we're so busy. It's like when I leave work, you know, you're going home, logging, you know, tapping into job number 2, which is like being a mom, wife, whatever. So I would work out at work. So I worked out during pregnancy, post-pregnancy, and pretty much just kind of been my life. So I worked out kind of heavy in the gym like all of my 20s. Once I got 30, that's when I started transitioning into just doing things. Maybe I did kickboxing probably a little bit in my early 30s. Then I transitioned to kind of wanting to be outside, walking. That's when I kind of developed this love for just nature, being outside, walking and things like that. So that's kind of what I've been doing like heavy for 8 years at least. So I love being outside walking, and it's great exercise, and it's allowed for me to just, you know, keep things up, keep a fit life, not have like the extra weight, keep my vitals, keep everything where they need to be, the BMI. Listen, child, if you walk, you can get right. So if you can't do these exercises, if you like chic, I can't be doing all of that. Listen, I can't be doing all that. Okay, I hear you. But can you at least walk? Can you get some walking in? Start by maybe like 15 minutes a day. Get some walking in. So that's a start. So I just want to encourage you all to do something. Good morning. Let me see. Judge Fifi said, hey, Chic, get that morning workout in. I need to be with you. Hey, Judge Fifi, come on, get it in. Be a part of Replay Gang if you need to. Jamal said, that's my baby mama child. Oh, my goodness. Listen. Me too, you said, from Los Angeles. Yes, I am from the Bay Area. I'm from California. Hamdi says, I just had a baby, Chic. Any tips on weight loss, hun? Please answer. I mean, how do you lose the baby weight? So walking, what I would recommend for you for now is to walk. If you have an opportunity someplace, somewhere where you can just go and walk, start there. Don't matter what the environment is. If you can just identify a place where you can go and walk, starting, let's just say 20 minutes. If you can walk at least 20 minutes, do that as many days a week as you can, minimum 3-4 days. Start there. Number 2 is, I would say, cut your portions. Whatever you're eating, try to reduce that amount. So people ask me all the time, Chic, what do you eat? What do you don't eat, child? I eat whatever it is that I want to eat. Now, I'm not somebody that likes a lot of things, but the things that I do like, it's about me eating it in moderation. I do enjoy food. I'm just not just your girly to just be experiment with stuff. That's just not me. I like my few little things. But whatever it is that I do like, I eat it in moderation. So, for example, a burger, I ate that yesterday for lunch. I ate like half of that. Like, so it's most of the time when I have a plated meal, if I'm somewhere, I hardly ever eat like the full plate. I usually half my meal. I'm going to half it, or I may, you know, cut it in thirds. So that meal turns into maybe 2 or 3 meals, depending on the portion. Because in the USA, I don't know where you live, Hamdi, and here in the USA, the portions are very large. So really, you all, like those portions that we can make multiple meals out of that. You don't have to eat all of it just because it's put in front of you. And a lot of times that's just what we do. We're just conditioned to clean our plate, and you don't have to do that. So I would say start by walking. Get like, say if you can walk 20 minutes a day, 4 days a week. Just walk. Don't worry about how fast you're doing it. Just walk. Just get it in. Just keep it up. Just keep it up. And if you can incorporate more days and even a longer length of time, do that. I would also recommend getting a Fitbit or the Apple Watch, something that can kind of track your steps to set a goal of just getting a certain number of steps in a day. My goal is usually, 10,000 steps. I believe that's usually probably what it defaults to with the Apple Watch, the 10,000 steps. I never change that. So if I can get at least 10,000 steps in, I'm good. If I go walking, like I said, you all, I like to do my little 3-mile walk. If I walk, I'm getting the 10,000 steps in. But I don't always get the opportunity to go walk. When I'm not walking, I'm doing these exercises that you all just watch me do, or if you've seen any of my other content I do. So it's most days I'm not doing both. You're not gonna see me do all that you see me do, plus go walk. On a good day, you might be able to catch and see where I was able to get both in, but that's not most days, and that's really never my intent. My intent is kind of like one or the other. I just want to get physical activity in. So that's just what I have in mind, to do something. I don't like to go at 2 days without where I didn't do anything, meaning I didn't exercise or I did not walk. I don't like that. Now the seasons are about to change. We're now stepping into the fall season. I can be outside as long as it's not raining. I'm good. I'm okay if it's a little cool. I'll bundle up. But if I can go outside, I'll go outside. But if I can't, I'm going to definitely be doing something in the house like what you just watched me do. And being that I'm a content creator that now like really, show my live workouts, child, as the seasons progress, you'll probably just see me just doing just more of this. And I will do less walking just because the seasons, the weather changes. So I'll just be doing this. So that's why I make sure you have notification bell on so you know when I go live. Right now, these workout videos, I don't do a lot of pre-scheduling for them as far as like days in advance, just because of how my schedule is. It's just harder for me to schedule the workouts because most of the time I do the workouts in the morning. So if I do schedule them, they're usually within maybe an hour of me starting the workout. But it's okay. You don't have to catch the live. You can catch the replay, but we'll see as time goes on if I can, try to do better with trying to pre-schedule these workouts. But certainly if you miss a live, be a part of the replay game. Hamdi says, like you said, I had weight and then had a baby, so I feel hopeless. I breastfeed and that hasn't helped. Last but not least, I eat late because I have other kids. Is that adding to my lack of weight loss? So if you're not, it's making a difference if you're not getting physical activity in during the day. So what I would like for you to do, Hamdi, what you can do is research intermittent fasting. And what that is that means that you're going like 16 hours or more in between meals. So I tend to do that kind of daily. I've been doing that for years before I even knew it had a name to it. I don't eat breakfast. So my first meal of the day is typically after 3 o'clock most of the time. And then because I'm eating so late, a lot of times that's dinner for me too. So it ended up being maybe one meal I ate for the day. Sometimes I'll get 2, and even say, here's the thing. Even if I get a second meal for the day, sometimes like last night, it'll be like late. It'll be late, like close to midnight if I'm still up. But because I went so many hours within the 24-hour period without eating, it's not making that big of a difference on my body, say, if I do eat a meal at 11 o'clock, 11:30, which is rare for me to do it, but sometimes I will do it, especially with me being a content creator. I have 2 channels right now. This channel, I do fitness content, plus I do reviews. Second channel I have is just straight reviews. So I'm super busy. Plus I have just a daytime job. So I have a lot going on. So with that being said, it's harder for me to get meals in where I'm just sitting and just taking in a meal. So sometimes it ends up being so late that by the time I eat something. But because I went so many hours prior to without eating, it's not that big of a deal that I ate so late. Does that make sense? Because look, that means I done went 16 plus hours without eating something. So my body knows like, wow, she hasn't eaten anything in a really long time. So when I do eat, it's not like it's just weight just sticking around. So my body, size kind of just still stays the same. But I normally, the norm me, don't really eat something past 7 o'clock p.m. Like, but I am good for sometimes every now and then, like last night where it'll be something like late. And that's just because I had did content before then and then I was hungry. So I'm like, I'm going to eat something. But when I do eat, it's not a lot either. So that's the thing. I don't eat a lot of food as far as with the portion. So I think more so focus on the portions and maybe kind of what you're eating versus maybe the time that you're eating it. Can you reduce the amount that you're eating it? And then what is it that you're eating? Is it like junk food, you know, cookies, chips? Like, what are you eating? Focus on that part more so right now. But as you get your, you know, your schedule in place, then you can say, okay, you can maybe identify some set times that maybe you can eat around the kids' schedule. Hey, Rhoda, hello, hello. Hamdi says, I eat much carbs due to my culture. Okay, so if that's the case, then you would have to balance it out with your physical activity. So if that, here's my thing. I used to say, I'm a foodie. Like anybody who knows me, I don't think people would consider me a foodie like that anymore because as I've gotten older, I've become more conscious of what I'm putting in my body. But before the weight started sticking, I guess at about maybe about 34, that's when I started noticing that my metabolism wasn't doing the same. It wasn't it wasn't acting right. It wasn't acting right. What I was eating, it was sticking around. And your girl got thick with it. Going into the pandemic, I was up to 146 pounds. Like, child, I called that my Beyonce body. I was thick with it because I was normally, you know, this size, but I had put weight on. As I got older, the things I was eating was just starting to stick, you know, as I was encroaching on my 40s. So prior to then, people would just see me just go ham and eat whatever it is I want. However, like most of my friends, all my friends are always bigger than me. Like I don't ever have no friends smaller than me. The only people that be in my life that be smaller than me, y'all, are my sisters. Like that's it. I have twin sisters. I'm not a twin. They're twins. So I am the oldest and I have sisters that are twins. And they usually a lot have been like there during the year. There's been times when I've been smaller, then there's times that they're smaller. But a lot of times we're kind of within like 10 pounds of one another. Child, everybody else in my life be like way bigger than me. But they would see me eat like, and they'd be like, you're like the skinniest fat person I know because they would see how I eat. But that was because my metabolism at that time, y'all, I was able to do that. But I can't do that anymore. So now I'm not a foodie like that. I like to eat food and I like to go to restaurants, things like that. But if someone were to follow me and see what I'm doing, they're seeing like I'm not eating a lot of it. So it's just like, it's almost like I like the taste. Like, just give me a taste. Give me a taste. Because I rarely eat all of my food. But it's like, I don't know, maybe it's just the experience. I enjoy the experience of just being in the environment, being in a restaurant, being around food, smelling the food, tasting, sampling, child, whatever you want to call it, because your girl not going to eat all of it. I'm just not going to eat all of it. Probably not even most of it. I'm eating some of it and I'm taking it to go. But I enjoy food, but it's just now I look at it differently. Now when I see food, I see it as something like, okay, I like it, I enjoy it, but I see the effects that it has on my body at this point in my life. So given that I'm trying to maintain a certain aesthetic, I know I can't go ham on that food like I used to be able to. So it comes down to what's more important, me, that food, and just me wanting to just take in all that food because I just love it and it's so good, or me wanting to maintain a certain look, a certain like health type, quality of health. And that's all more important to me at this point in my life. I made up my mind years back that if I'm going to age, I want to age gracefully, meaning I want to look as youthful as I can. And I don't mind getting older. Like, y'all, I'm here for, okay, because you can't control the clock. You can't control. Fortunately, I'm about to be 44, still no gray, so I still just have my natural dark color. I got blonde tips because when I first locked my hair, I dyed it, and child, I never did it again, so it's growing out. But otherwise, I'm not in the season of having to color my hair for gray. So yeah, people don't really think I look my age for probably all these reasons, but child, it is intentional. It is intentional. I said, listen, I want to be that one to where people don't believe that when I say, okay, I'm this age or I got this many kids, I've been married this much, child. Listen, I hit people all upside the head when I tell them who Chic is. They like, wait a minute, what? What? But yeah, so it's just about being intentional, just being intentional with what it is that you want. I know, listen, child, Chic don't like no belly. Listen, that's just, I don't like a belly. If you got a belly, that's your belly, but I don't like a belly. So I work very hard to not have a belly. So these are the things that I do to keep a flat stomach, child. As I say, all summer, I wore a midriff, like at least this part of my belly. Child, all this was out all summer. All summer, it was just out. But I like a flat stomach, so my exercises that I do is going to be heavy focus on this part. Working, I like to work on the glutes, like, so there's the things that I like on my body. So my stomach has always been like a really important thing for me, maintaining a flat stomach. So I never had the pouch that some women have with following having a baby, and maybe a lot of it had to do with because of my physical activity, I don't know. But what you can do if you do have the pouch is you can do these exercises, because it really, the exercises that listen, child, y'all got to know, any exercises that y'all see Chic do, it's gonna get you right here if nothing else, because that is a focal point of mine. But the exercises I do are total body workouts. So if you do need to lose weight like all over, like many do, they'll get you right as well. But if you like really want to focus on these exercises are going to do that, because when I'm looking at exercises, I'm looking at and seeing how much focus is on the core. This is the core, and that's what I like. I like to maintain a tight core. I like for my core to be tight, and allows for me to feel comfortable with the things I may want to wear, to put on, because whether I want the stomach to be out, whether I want the shirt tucked in, whatever look I'm trying to go for, I know that these exercises, the things that I do, allows for me to comfortably be able to wear the clothes that I choose to. Now, you can put on anything you want, but do you feel comfortable in it? That's what it comes down to. Do you feel comfortable? And some of us put on certain things and we're like, I don't feel comfortable in this. I don't feel like it's giving. That's fine. You wear what makes you feel comfortable. And if you don't feel comfortable because of maybe how a certain part of your body look, then that's where you can try to work on that body part to try to, enhance the appearance of it. So if you do have a stomach and you don't feel comfortable wearing your stomach out, okay, do exercises that focus, that's heavy core related, that targets the core. So that's what you want to do if you are looking for videos to work out on and you really want to focus on this. The core, it's called the core. So you're going to look for core workouts, exercises that's a heavy focus on the core. It may say abs, but if you see core, that's also what you want too. But a total body workout will do it for you as well. I like to do total body workouts because I just want to impact the entire body. I'm not one to only focus on one part of the body one day, then the next day focus on another part of the body. Child, no, I like to kind of get it in all at the same time. So that's what I do. I just get it all in at the same time. Handy says, I would like to thank you sincerely for taking time to answer. You're just wonderful. You are welcome. I wish you the best of luck. Please come back and report. Also, up your water intake. That's another thing. A lot of people slack on the water. Water is a great source of energy. It's like fuel to our body along with food. But water, it helps with mental clarity, just as walking helps with mental clarity. So even if you wake up, you roll out of bed and you feeling tired, if you feeling that way, that's a sign that you need to do physical activity, because getting some physical activity in will help to re-energize you. So if you wake up out of bed like, oh my God, I feel so tired, do a quick workout. I like to start my day out, my mornings out, and with 25 squats. I squat 25 times. And then before I go to bed, I squat another 25 times. So child, that's 50 squats in a day. So that's just one type of exercise. So I'm saying if you don't do nothing else, child, drop and give me 25 squats in the morning, 25 in the evening. You got that. So start there for anyone who's like, listen, what do I do? Start there with doing the squats. If you can't do 25, do 10. Do whatever you can, but work your way up. The more you do it, the more you're going to be able to knock out more as far as with the reps. That's just one exercise. Then as you kind of, get comfortable with doing that, you can incorporate other exercises. Next thing you know, child, you can be all the way up to maybe 10 different exercises that you do, and you got you a whole little workout. So that's what it's about, starting somewhere, because as you're doing these exercises, you'll start to feel like you can do them very easy, and you're going to be like, okay, what's next? Especially when you start to see results. When you start to see results, that's like the biggest motivator to keep going. How many of us have been in a season when we were doing something, and once we seen them results, we wanted to kind of keep it up. Well, this is no different. Work out, do something, see those results. Let that amp you up to want to keep going, to just push yourself even more. I say, hey, start out 15, 20-minute walk. You start seeing them results, baby. Next thing you know, you like me. You spinning the block. You doing 3-4 miles in an hour to two, because you see the results that you're getting. And guess what? When you see the results, the world see the results. They may not tell you right away that they see you, but baby, if you see you, they see you. Just wait on it, because it's going to come a time where they're going to be like, okay, what you doing? They gonna stop and ask you, because it's going to be so obvious that you're transforming, to where they're going to just have to go ahead and just ask, what are you doing? What are you doing? So they're going to ask, so get ready for that, and child, share your testimony. Nothing like a good testimony. We all like a good testimony. It can be very inspirational. And that's why I like to come out here and I share my story. Clearly, I have not always looked like this if I said I've had 3 kids. So that means there's been times when I had to work to get back right. So to do those things, these are some of the things that it took to get back right. At the time when I was having babies, I was in the gym. But when I was in the gym, I was doing like classes. So I guess these exercises you all see me do, I was doing it with a facilitator. So like a workout class. So it'll be like a group of people and a fitness instructor up front doing them with me. So it was the same type of exercises, just someone facilitating it. And typically I would do that for 30 to 45 minutes, depending on, the length of the class. But that was pretty much how I got myself back in shape after having a baby. During that season, I wasn't walking. It was just the exercises like you see me do, but in a classroom setting in a gym. But there's no difference. You don't have to go in the gym to do it. You can do it from the comfort of your home, do the same exercises, right? It's just doing the exercise. And sometimes people need to be motivated, and which is why they maybe want to go into a gym, work out with someone, because they lack motivation. So I get it. If that's you, you do what you need to do. But if you're someone who can, become a self-starter, become self-motivated, because sometimes it's about just becoming what it is that you need to be for that season. So if you need to become that way, especially for the sake of money, you don't have the money to go and pay someone to tell you, hey, work out. You have to then within yourself, tell yourself, listen, I need to get up, and you need to go ahead and do that, right? So mind over matter, what's most important, the results you want, or that food, whatever it is that you're craving for that moment, what's most important? That's really what it comes down to. And once you get used to just turning away from that stuff that that isn't good for you, it becomes a habit. And next thing you know, it's just like, it's not hard for you to kind of pass on it. Or you may find yourself, eating it just here and there, random, it's just not consistently. Like I said, I consume all that I want. I just don't consume it like consistently and daily. Like it's just about how much of it I consume. And I don't consume a lot of crap food like on a regular, like not. And if I am consuming it, it's not like in large quantities. So it's really heavy for me, portion, not really what I eat, because I eat all kinds of things. It's just portions. It's just a portion of it that I eat. Some people are like, no, remove it altogether. And then some people like myself are like, oh, well, just reduce the amount that you consume. So you have to figure out for your body what may be best. Now, if you're trying to cut a lot of weight, you might want to just go cold turkey and say, I'm just going to remove it altogether. Then later down the line, after I meet my fitness goal, maybe as a treat, maybe one day a week or once a month, however you do it, you can kind of incorporate it into your diet. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like you forever gave it up. You now only consume it at on certain, maybe only on Wednesdays. You know, this is Wednesday is the day I have my favorite cookie. I don't have it no other day of the week. I have it on Wednesday. I have it on Wednesday. So things, little things like that, like can make a difference to where you feel good about making changes because you're not completely depriving yourself. You're just putting more thought into how you're going about consuming those things that you like to indulge in, like any other person. So it's like, it really, a lot of it is just mental, how you view things. And that's what I have found that has worked for me, just how I view it, how I approach it. And it allows for me to maintain a certain aesthetic, maintain a certain size that I want, just by doing these things. So this is what I found that works for me. And I found them by just trying it. Like, that's the only way you know what works for you. I can tell you all day what works for me, but that has nothing to do with you. You have to be willing, you have to give it a try to see if it works for you. And if that doesn't work for you, guess what? You try something else. Have conversations with your doctors. Who else? Personal trainers, you know, in the gym, in the community. You can have conversations with a nutritionist. Yeah, just talk to people. Hell, I'm on here talking to you. T Goddess, hello, hello. Welcome, Queen, welcome. Just talk to somebody, you know, somebody who you see that maybe has the results that maybe you desire. Start asking questions. Say, you know, what is it that you're doing? It's okay. People like to share. Like, people, I think on average, people like to help. People like to share. People like to give their testimonies. People like to inspire. People like to motivate. And don't be concerned about looking like the person who you're speaking to. Like, because child, they likely didn't always look like that. Everyone has their day one in their journey. You're more than likely just not present during that day one. You came after they got them results, child. You came after the fact. You came after the fact. So don't be rolling up on somebody, seeing their results and what they got, and like, okay, I feel defeated because I don't look like that right now. Child, they didn't always look like that right now. Like, you're seeing them after they put the work in. So keep that in mind with just anything, any successes that someone has. You're seeing it after they put the work in. You're seeing it because guess what? When the results come, that's when, you know, you start to see the light shine on things. So that's why you're seeing it, where you wasn't seeing it when they were, a lot of us wasn't seeing the people when they were grinding out. We didn't know them people then because they were grinding out. We came to know them when they had the success. So that's why we have to be here for listening to someone's story, listening to like where they came from, because it can motivate us. So therefore we know, like, bet if I'm here today, sis or bruh said they was there like 10 years ago. You like, well, damn, okay, well, if they can do it, I can do it. And that's really my approach with almost anything I do. I have a mindset, if you can do it, if they can do it, I can do it. What makes me different? What makes me different? And that's the same with you. If the next person can do it, if I can do it, I ain't no different. I'm not better than you or the next person. I'm just telling you what I did, and in hopes that it can motivate you to do something, and therefore you create your testimony. You can tell the next person what you did. You see how that go? Each one teach one, child. Each one teach one. And that's what it's about, you know, spreading the gospel. And that is what my content is rooted in. Coming out here, hitting that button to go live, sharing my story in hopes that I can motivate somebody. I talk to people all around the world. It's a beautiful thing. And I just want to have my message to reach someone, because I feel like what it is that I have to say, it can have a positive impact on somebody in this world, child. And it may not be you, but it may be someone else. So find your tribe. Find your tribe. Figure out, you know, find someone who speaks your language, who you can kind of relate to, who you can be motivated by, because many of us lack motivation. And it starts there. We got to get the motivation. We lack motivation because I feel like when anything we do is rooted in a motivation, like we're more apt to keep going. We're motivated by something. So that's going to keep us going. Usually we'll be quick to throw in a towel if we don't have the motivation. We're not motivated by something. So figure it out. What are you motivated by? What are you motivated by? Why is this so important to you? Why do you feel like you have to succeed? These are the questions you have to ask yourself, and then follow up with an answer. And then once you do that, you can write it out. Refer back to it when you need to be reminded as to why you need to get up and go move, why you need to get up and do those fitness exercises. Because sometimes we need to be reminded. Sometimes we need to be reminded, and it's just that. But as you keep going, you may find yourself less and less needing to be reminded. I know me, just being a content creator, that's my reminder right there. I'm reminded because, now you know you a content creator, and these folks be seeing you, they got used to seeing you do this, that, and the third. So where you at? That's my reminder. And it's like, okay, I gotta get up. I gotta put this content out, because people on the other end, they've come to expect it. Because, child, they will come looking for you. I had people, I just started a second channel, child. I had somebody come from the first channel come looking for me on the second channel. So it happens. People get used to you showing up for them. And that's great. It's awesome, because that means that you're impacting them. And that's what you want. So speak positive words onto yourself, onto your life, onto other people. I like to end by saying, always show up out there in the world in a way in which you would like for others to show up for you. What that means is be a light to someone else. When you go outside, when you speak to someone, be a light, be an inspiration, be a motivation. I happen to believe that like attracts like. So when you think positive, you feel good, that like energy is going to kind of gravitate towards you. I believe in that. So as they say, whatever you think, you're right. So if you think positive thoughts about you, the world, the outside world, you're right. If you think negatively about yourself and what's going on in the outside world, guess what? You're right again. You're right. So you might as well speak positivity onto you, onto the next person, because that's what it's about. That's what it's about. So let's just all love on one another, be an inspiration to one another, speak positivity. I just want you all to win. And I'm here to tell you it is possible. You can win. You can transform your body. Over the summer, I did a 30-day body transformation challenge. And the purpose of that challenge was for those who chose to join. I wanted them to see that it is in as much as 30 days. Because 30 days, it's not a lot of time, but it's not a super long time, but it's enough time for you to do something consistently and to see some type of results. So I wanted people to see that within 30 days, with consistently working out, I wanted them to see how they could transform their bodies, in hopes that it motivated them to continue to keep going. The thought being like, damn, if I can see the abs poking through just within 30 days, what can I see in 60 to 90? You see, that's what it was about. I wanted to kind of get you motivated, to show you that you can transform your body. You can, but it's going to start with consistency. You have to have discipline, starting with maybe I'd say 4 days a week, working out 20 minutes. You don't work out now, start 4 days a week, 20 minutes. Do that. Just start there. Do that. 4 days a week, 20 minutes. Do what you can, and then work your way up to just doing more. And that's what it's about. Like, ain't nothing to it but what to do it. That's what I say over here. That's what I say. I call us the ab chasers, because many of us have never seen our abs, or we ain't seen them in a very long time. So we work to try to get them to come through, child. We trying to get them to come through. We trying to get them to come through. My thing is, why do we have to only be ready, have our bodies together for the summertime? Like, why can't we have our bodies together year round? Listen, the late Nipsey Hussle said, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Chic is always ready. I believe in always being ready. I like to say your girl is always date ready. I ain't got to be like, give me 60 days now. I can't go on that trip. You need to give me 60 days so I can get right. No, listen, I'm like, bet, when we going? What time? Okay, let me go get my outfits together, because I'm constantly, working on myself as a part of my lifestyle. So I don't have to kind of have that separate time to get myself together. And that's what I want to encourage for each and every one of you. There's no reason why you still can't look your best in the fall and the winter, spring and summer, child. Like we can be year round with it. You know, what you trying to put on even when it's cold? Like a nice body gonna come through regardless on what kind of clothes you have. So keep that in mind. Don't just be focused on, okay, well, it's cold outside, so it don't matter. I'm bundled up. No, no, no. Don't have that mindset. Just you want to keep it going. You want to keep it tight, keep it popping year round, right? And when you keep it going year round, that you got this habit, this routine going. So the one thing you all know, when you stop something, then got to start it back up, child, it's so hard. I know that feeling. When you like, oh my God, I've not worked out in like 2 weeks. Like, it's hard to start back up. So that's too what motivates me to keep going and to not let lengthy amounts of time go in between doing something, because I know how hard it is to start it back up. It's hard. So it's just easier to child to just maintain, do what the hell you know you need to do, so you don't have to revisit that day one again, because the day one is always the hardest. And we just want to have that one day one. We don't want to keep having to have multiple day ones. So we just want to keep going, and that's kind of what my motivation is rooted, child, because I don't want to have to go back to the drawing board being stiff and tight and feeling like, oh, I can't do this. I'm out of shape. I haven't done this in so long. Hamdi says, I lost my mom last July, and your words are gold. Thank you sincerely. Oh, wow. Sorry for your loss, Hamdi. Thank you. I have faith that you can get yourself together as far as meeting whatever fitness goals you want, but it's going to start with you identifying your why, and then being motivated by that to do what it is that you know you need to do. So get to moving. Go walking. It's great for mental clarity. Put in a podcast to listen to some music. Also, if you're able to get this time in away from the children, it's some alone time that you can have to reset, child, to regroup. Take advantage of that. Therefore, when you come back to the family, you rejuvenated and you can get back to business. But make sure you get that time in for yourself, because that rolls into the mental health aspect. Again, this channel is also heavy mental health. When I do my content reviews, it's heavy on the mental health aspect. I have a background. I have education, a master's degree in clinical mental health counseling. So a lot of what I talk about is centered around the mental health. So a lot of times when our mental health isn't where it needs to be, it starts to show just on the outer parts of us. A lot of people whose mental health isn't where it needs to be, their body is out of whack and it's not where it needs to be. So child, mental health is very deep. That's why we can't sleep on mental health, because it has so many effects on our lives, on how we look, the energy we give off to those around us, the experiences that children have with us, the experiences that our partners have with us, the experience that anybody have with us who encounters us, when our mental health is not where it needs to be. So walking is great for mental health clarity, as well as, remember, drinking your water, staying hydrated. All of that is great for mental health clarity. We do not want to sleep on the mental health. Take care of yourself, because you have to take care of yourself first before you can take care of someone else. Y'all know how they say on the airplane, you got to put the thing on your face yourself, the mask first, before you start putting it on anybody else, because you have to save yourself first before you can be available to help the next person in need. Do y'all understand? Is it making sense? I be trying to get y'all to understand it and make it make sense. Listen, I promise I do. Let me know if y'all like, Sheik, what the fuck you talking about? What are you talking about, sis? Because I'm lost. You are very, Hamdi said, thank you, Queen. You are very welcome. You are very welcome. A little puppy says, yes, it's so hard catching this replay. Yes, little puppy, catch the replay. Catch the replay. PR, what's up? You say, good morning, Sheik and Sheiklets. Oh, that's cute. PR says, Sheik, lost my mom in 2017 and don't understand why I'm not getting over it. Do you have any ideas as to why? So a question that I would have for you, PR, is what are you doing as far as to take care of yourself in a day-to-day? Because my thing is, if you're still kind of in this place where you're stuck on the loss of someone, I'm wondering how much attention are you putting on yourself? How much attention, what is your weight like these days? Is your weight out of whack? Because a lot of times when we turn into taking care of our bodies ourselves, it allows for us to kind of have this reset and develop a newfound love and appreciation for ourselves. So I would say for you, think about what it is and how you're showing up for yourself today. Are you happy with how you're showing up? How you're looking, how you're presenting yourself to the world. Maybe you need to start working out, and that can help you with, managing and through your emotions. Also, another piece of it is, are you talking to someone about your feelings surrounding the loss? And when I say talking to someone, you can talk to just friends. It doesn't have to be a professional. But if you have been talking to non-professionals, maybe it may be a good idea to schedule an appointment to talk with a professional, such as a therapist or a psychiatrist, about why you can't seem to let go. But in the meantime, the questions I have for you is, how are you showing up for yourself? Is your fitness intact? How are you sleeping? Is there areas in your body that in your life that you can work on to improve? And so those are like two separate things that you can kind of go down those paths to see if it, between those two recommendations, if it'll have you to feel like you're living like a more balanced life where you're focused on the living. Because to me, it seems like, you're kind of focused on like the past, or you're heavy because your mom's not here anymore. So you're thinking, it's almost like you're stuck in the past, almost like it's some unsettled business, some conversations maybe you wish you had that you didn't have, like things like that. Writing a letter would be good, just kind of writing out your thoughts and emotions and things like that, just to get it out, writing it. And maybe after you write it, maybe reading it. That's something you can do, because that can be very therapeutic to write something out. Talking to someone can be therapeutic, as well as exercise can be therapeutic. Walking can be therapeutic. So those are just some things to try that I would recommend for you to explore. And I wish you the best of luck with that, PR. Hamdi says, PR, I feel the same. We lost a companion. It takes time, prayer, and help. Yep, all of that. So that's why I say, in the meantime, get into yourself, focus on creating a healthier version of yourself, and just believe that your loved ones would want you to continue on living, and showing up for yourself. And you still always have your memories of, your loved ones. You have the memories, but you have to keep going. And then you want to keep going in a way that you feel like, they would be proud to see, that you're going on, and you're looking good, and you're feeling good. So it's different things that you can do, but start by getting into yourself, taking care of yourself. So often we're so focused on putting our energy into someone else. Like, how many of us, we spend so much time just giving and pouring into other people, and then not far enough time with pouring into ourselves, because it's always someone that we see that's in need, and we're trying to come and save and rescue. But who's trying to do that for us? And many of us are like, I feel like I'm always the one kind of coming to the rescue for people, but I don't really feel that in return for me. A lot of people feel that way. So that's why, I like to encourage you to just not neglect yourself, and do some things for yourself, to show up for yourself, so you can feel good. Just as you've helped make other people feel good, you need to feel good as well. So start prioritizing yourself, starting with how you look, how you feel. Are you happy with that? If the answer is no, okay, well, put in your mind, we about to change that. I'm about to identify how I can start to look and feel good. What does that look like? Let me do my research. You all, Google is your friend. Get on the internet, type in these questions. How can I feel better? What are some things that I can do to start feeling better about myself? Listen, the internet gonna return some responses. It's just a matter of if you're going to be receptive of the responses that it returns, but it's going to return some responses. I encourage for you to give some of those responses a try. We got to start showing up for ourselves. And to me, when I see someone who visibly look like they're not healthy, it tells me that this is someone who has neglected themselves. And a lot of times they've neglected themselves because they are pouring into other people, whether it be their children, their partners, their job, like everything but themselves. So that's what it tells me. So it's like, okay, I get all that, but let's carve out some time within these 24 hours for ourselves, even if it's as little as 15 minutes. And that's why I like my workout videos. They're not super long because I want to show you that you don't have to do workouts for a very long time. It's about the consistency of doing them. So if you do a 15-minute, 20-minute workout, let's just say 4 days a week, 3 to 4 days a week, that's something. That's something. That's more than what you were doing, right? Be a part of the replay gang. Everybody can't catch a live, you know, it's impossible to catch everybody's live, but it don't mean that you can't go back and catch a replay and get to work, handle your business. And that's what I want to encourage for each and every one of you to do. Get to work, put your best foot forward, do what you know that you need to do, because in your heart of heart, you know what you need to do. Everything happens for a reason. It's a reason why you stumbled across this video and heard these words, because you know what you need to do. So it's time to do it, right? Why not today? Why not today? Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you have the notification bell on so you know when I do go live, so you can come and check your girl out. You can work out with me or watch me sweat it out, and maybe come back later when you're able to and do the workout. In the title of my videos, I will have the length of time of the actual workout. More often than not, the video was actually longer than that, but that's because it's heavy on the inspirational piece on the back end. Like now, I do this on the back end, hence the channel is Chic Speaks. I like to motivate y'all. That's my ish. When you know, you know. If you're you know, been following me for a while, you know I like to motivate. I'm go child. She gonna speak some words into you. I'm gonna help to try to give you life. That is what I feel like my calling is. And I want to show you how I show up in the world. I want to show you that I walk it like I talk it, child. It line up. So that's what I come on here to show you, that I don't talk about it. I am about it. And I want to show you all that. PR says thank you. Chic and Handy, thank you. I thank each and every one of you for checking me out today on this live, on this workout. We did a 20-minute Tabata workout. So that's just like a very quick hit workout. So I like those workouts because I tend to like, you know, more fast-paced type workouts versus I'm not really a yoga type of chick. I'll do Pilates. I got some Pilates videos on here. I like Pilates. I did that a lot when I was having my baby. So that helped me, you know, as when I was getting right, and when I was pregnant, I did a lot of Pilates workouts. So that's when I got introduced to Pilates during that time in like the early mid 2000s. I got introduced to Pilates when I was having babies. So if you're not familiar with Pilates, you can look into that. I have videos on that. I feel like it's similar to yoga, but I don't know. To me, it's got a little more oomph to it than the yoga. So yoga, I'm not your yoga girly, but I do love a good, Tabata workout, HIIT workout, because I like the high intensity impact. So you just find what works for you. What do you enjoy? And the only way you know that is if you give the different workouts a try, right? So you can start with my channel by just watching me do the different types of workouts and identify which workouts you like. So during that 30-day challenge, that was when you see me just doing all these different types of workouts. Since the challenge concluded, like almost a month ago, like last month, now you mostly kind of see me do more of the HIIT type workouts, because those are the workouts that I tend to enjoy. And it looks like a lot of from the feedback from my videos, people like to see me do those the HIIT fat burning workouts. So that's what I do. So definitely drop a comment on my workout videos. Let me know your thoughts, any recommendations you have. But yes, I like to talk to the people who come through and watch my content. I get a lot of comments on my review reaction videos, but not so much on my workout videos. So talk to me. Let me know how you feel about my workout videos in the comments. So again, you can also check me out on my backup channel, Chic Speaks on it. You can find the link in the community, on the community page of this channel. It'll take you directly there, but it's just like this channel name, followed by the 2 words, on it. Chic Speaks on it. So you can follow me on over there. Make sure you subscribe over there as well. It's a growing channel. It's smaller than this one, but I'm just a smaller content creator just trying to grow in this space, and I cannot do it without you. So help me as I grow into a larger content creator, to spread the word, to spread the gospel that we must prioritize our fitness. We are about mind, body, and soul over here. It's a holistic approach, y'all. We want to have mental clarity while we're looking good and feeling good. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So I am your girl Chic from Chic Speaks. I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday, and I will catch you all on the next live broadcast. Peace.